Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Salt of the Earth. Now, if you're just watching my videos as they come out, it will be no surprise to you that it is much, much later than the last time I played with the Salt of the Earth. I've been playing with the Lion's Share for 65 episodes. It's been a really long time, so I've been away from this community for quite some time. If you're just watching the Salt of the Earth playlist, you just hit a really big, serious time jump. So I'm not actually sure what's going on with this community. All I know is that we have a new bounty pack that recently came out. It is February, and I have not been pursuing bounties yet in February, so I just figured that the Salt of the Earth might actually be a good community to go after bounties with, since, you know, the whole point of this community is to just collect one of everything at the very least. So I'm going to go out there to the bounty broker and check out this month's new bounty with the Salt of the Earth. So I've got the wizard van. I've got, I'll just grab this old Jeep here. So if it's been a while since you've seen the Salt of the Earth, here they are. They're led by Merci, who is one of my very first characters from when State of Decay 2 first came out. Same with Modena. These are both my sort of old-time legacy characters. The rest of these characters are a little bit newer. Jaden the Millennial, Lank the Bee-Man. You might remember some of these names if you've been watching me for a while. But yeah, so we're going to head out and... wait, before we do, though. I just realized... So... Playing the Lion's Share, I've actually switched from playing in Dread to playing in Nightmare, but back when I was playing with the Salt of the Earth for a while, I was still a Dread player. I think I want to switch it up. I think I want to up them to Nightmare level for a couple of reasons. One reason is I think I'm to the point where it's more fun to watch me play Nightmare than it is to watch me play Dread. But the other one is because I'm going after bounties, a lot of the targets of bounties spawn more often at Nightmare difficulty than they do at Dread difficulty. So I think I'll actually have an easier time clearing bounties if I'm playing at Nightmare. I'm still going to leave Community and Map at Green difficulty, partly because I just don't want to reset the whole map, but also because the whole point of Salt of the Earth is they never run out of resources. You know, they're just about acquiring things and accomplishing things. I'm not trying to challenge myself in those particular areas. So, yeah, let's change up the difficulty and play them in Nightmare. Hey, so Yoda BZH has joined us, so has Kimsa Bimsa, and Kimsa Bimsa has got a question about my last stream. So, fire away, Kimsa Bimsa. I am happy to answer your questions. Unless I can't, then I won't. Oh, so when I went over the patch notes for the upcoming update 29, I guess it's upcoming for the live game. It's already released in the public test realm. I listed all of the things we did in update 29, which included making major artistic overhauls to Cascade Hills, Meager Valley, and Drucker County. And so when I listed them in the patch notes on screen, I said that we revised one of them. What was it? Revamped. Yeah, so I said that we revised Cascade Hills. Holy crap. Nightmare mode is not kidding. That we revised Cascade Hills, revamped Ducker County, and refurbished Meager Valley. That was just me screwing around with words. That's all that was. We did the same thing to all of them. I mean, well, we made different artistic decisions in each of those maps. As if you watch the video of the last official State of Decay 2 stream, you can see that, we made different artistic decisions in each one. We turned, Drucker County into a red rock desert. By the way, what the heck have I... Oh, right. When I changed the difficulty level, I lost my my marker on the map. And then I completely lost track of where I was going. Okay, anyway. We turned Drucker County into a red rock desert. Cascade Hills has got a more naturalistic look to the lighting. Meager Valley has got this mist and sort of these longer sight lines under the horizon. So we made, these targeted specific changes to each of the map, but we basically tackled the same problem in each map. And so I just decided to use 3 different words beginning with re because I thought it would be amusing for people looking at the list rather than just listing the same word again and again. So there was no meaning in that besides I just want the list to look interesting. All right, so this guy is Red Talon, which means he is great at taking snapshots at zombies. Prime Extra wants to know, what is the rarest thing to get in State of Decay 2? That's an interesting question. Probably better answered by somebody besides me. the rareness of different rewards is not usually my primary focus.
Sounds like somebody's in trouble.
Wait a minute. Oh, I did the thing! I did the thing I always do, which is forget to actually restart the game. So this is something that that comes in with Quick Resume. So when we published State of Decay 2, it was published for the Xbox One, not for the Xbox Series X. But I've been playing it on an Xbox Series X. And because I play it so often, it ends up staying on my Quick Resume queue. However, there is... let's quit the game right now. There is one problem with that, which is some of the things we do, including updating the bounty broker, only happen when you first start up the game. So if you keep the game in your quick resume queue, you never actually get an update to the bounty broker. So I actually have to go back in and restart the game from scratch in order to get an updated bounty broker. So there's a tip for you. If you're surprised that the bounty broker is never updating for you and you're playing on a Series X or Series S, that's why. It's because quick resume is holding on to the state of the game. So Rosh C says that their rarest thing to ever find is the espresso machine mod for the kitchen. That makes a lot of sense. The thing is, we've been trying really hard to make some of the, the really valuable things fairly accessible. The reason why we, for instance, added the rare books trader to the game was so that, fairly regularly you would have one person show up who could sell you all of the rare skill books in the game, which, were originally very, very hard to come by, and players would scour the world. Actually, you know what the rarest thing probably is? Gas station jackets in Trumbull Valley. We originally meant for them to be a little bit more common than they are, but we've had people have to play through Trumbull Valley multiple times in order to unlock those gas station jackets. So that's something we should probably have a look at some point. So that's probably my guess at what might be, at least currently, a sought-after thing that is hard to get. For a long time, it was actually the echo weapons in Heartland that were sometimes impossible to get, depending on how you rolled up the map. Though we've made that is not the case anymore. You can always get those weapons now in Heartland since update. What was it? 20? I don't know which update it was, where Joe put in the new discovery missions. Okay, so now we've got the Trumbull Valley pack, which we're here in Trumbull Valley. What better place to pursue the Trumbull Valley pack? So let's see. So kill 14 zombies with a pistol. That's going to be pretty easy. Use 4 gas cans. I mean, yeah, sure. Collect 4 materials. Screamers with crossbows while crouched. Ferals with a shotgun. 15 hordes. Okay, hordes is something I want to keep doing in the background. Have a teammate kill 8 Zeds grappled by you. Okay, let's... You know what? Killing hordes, that's something I want to have on in the background all the time. 14 zombies with a pistol is going to be easy. Kind of like, it'll be super easy to the point where I kind of want to just run out and do it right now. So let's do the 2 that are about resources eventually, but let's just switch to my pistol. I'm assuming that an assault pistol, I think this is an assault pistol. No, it's not. This is a, what pistol do I have here? King Vulture. Okay. So this one can't be suppressed. So when I shoot one zombie with it, it's going to bring all of the other zombies. So we're just going to take care of this right now. Oops. So this bounty was written before we had sidearms in the game. And I think part of the reason why this bounty exists is because, assault rifles are such powerful weapons. A lot of players were always carrying them and never using a pistol. So this was actually meant to sort of be a restriction for players to try to play with just a pistol. And it's also meant to be kind of one of our easier... oops. What? Okay, why is... Oh, I was out of... That's right. I was out of stamina. That's why my... This wasn't working. Okay, hold on. So here's a problem. I've just been playing a ton of Dying Light 2, and I forgot the controls for my own game. So... There we go. So we got the bounty. Now we've got to stop shooting this gun. Let's also try... Oh, no, not dang it. I thought I would just try not to sprint for a second so that this character could get his freaking stamina back. But I think what I need to do is get on top of the Jeep. Because once I get my... Of course, I guess I could just, what, manually aim instead of using Gunslinger? Why would I do that? Let's see, if I can kill the zombies that are around me and stop making a bunch of noise, we should be okay. Because now that I've completed this bounty, I want to go back to cash. Okay, well, as long as that screamer is screaming, we're going to have a problem. All right. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Oh yeah, there's somebody. Hello. All right, and because we're playing on green now, I've got so many plague samples scattered around. Oh, this is great. Okay. Okay, how close do I need to get before gunslinging will work? That close.
Sounds like somebody's in trouble.
Oh, so Prime Extra wants to know, do I know about the dupe glitch in the trunk? Yeah, I believe people have been calling that out. There's been a few different dupe glitches with trunks that we've been trying to work on here and there. We've closed some of them, but apparently they keep creeping back in. So, yeah, sorry about that. Or congratulations, however you feel about it. So what are we going to get for this? This is, oh, the restored Echo Pistol. That's right. So this is how you get Echo weapons in the main game. You don't get them from, from playing Heartland. You get them from the Trumbull Valley pack. So now, I grab the gas cans one, the materials one, and I've got the hordes one. So these are kind of some longer term ones that don't really require me to prepare for them specifically. So I can just sort of run around to the map and just do them at will. So collecting materials, for instance, I could probably do right here. Oh, and is this a survivor in need? Oh, cool. Okay. So let's go kill two birds with one stone. We'll grab some materials, and then we will see what this mission's all about. Oh, hey, look, a feral. Or, hey, listen, a feral. I can't see the feral, but I can hear the feral. I wonder if he's going to make it all the way up here. So the thing that's kind of fun about playing Salt of the Earth is they have so much ammo. Like, when I'm playing the Lion's Share, I've got a lot of anxiety because I'm playing, in Nightmare across the board. Oh, whoa, what the? These guys were not here before. Because I'm playing on proper Nightmare, how do I? Oh, right. Okay, so I think the flashlight in Dying Light is down on the D-pad, but our flashlight is up on the D-pad, and so I got a little bit confused there. I was pushing the wrong button to try to open my, try to turn on my flashlight. But anyway, because I'm playing on proper Nightmare, that means that ammo is way harder to find. And so I end up trying to avoid using my guns a lot when I'm playing Lion's Share. But I've got, I think 800 7.62 millimeter waiting for me back at home, so I do not care how many zombies I shoot right now. Cogs asks, do melee weapon stats have an impact on dehelmeting armored zombies? I think they do. I think that has something to do with the impact value of the weapon, but I can't promise you that's true. I was not deeply involved with that part of the game, and the question has never come up with for me before. So I'm sorry that I can't give you a solid answer on that. But my impression is that if you hit them harder, the helmet's more likely to come off, but I can't promise you that that's true. Let's see here. I was trying to catch up with the chat a little bit. I think I followed mine. Oh, so JP McMoose asked me a question. Let me see what it says. He says, how come there were no heavy weapons like LMGs in State of Decay 2? You probably answered this question before, but I have a memory like a sieve. So I don't know if I've answered that question before. I know Brant has answered that question before. And I think... And I've forgotten, actually, what answer he usually gives, but I can give you sort of what I've retained a little bit. Oh, wait, I just realized that I was going to go on this mission over here, and I totally forgot to. But I believe that it was just LMGs are just kind of they've got a whole different vibe from assault rifles. Specifically, with an assault rifle, you can just open up with full auto, but a lot of the time you're trying to actually take precise shots. Whereas with an LMG, it really is just all about suppression. It's all about opening up with a weapon that is not necessarily extremely precise, but just puts a lot of lead down range. And in State of Decay 2, putting a lot of lead down range is actually usually not the greatest tactic. There's games where that is a good tactic a lot of the time, but because ammo can be so scarce and everything, it just feels a little bit like that's not, that's not the vibe we're going for. And that doesn't mean we can't support it, but at the same time, I believe that somebody else, might have been Ranithcord, was also pointing out the fact that a lot of the features of, LMGs include things like ginormous, like, box magazines that need to be loaded in a very different way. I'm just gonna keep hitting zombies until they all die. I love it when zombies just fall through windows. I actually have been doing this in Dying Light 2 quite a bit. There's a couple of spots where there's like an upstairs apartment that's full of zombies that are asleep during the day, and sometimes my tactic is to sneak into a place like that and then just wake up the zombies, but then go to the entrance, go to the window that you climb in order to get there. And then just let them all tumble out the window and squish them on the ground as they tumble out the window. Okay, so I just got my second horde killed for that bounty, which is great. Let's talk to Bill. He's trying to find his son. Oh, man. This is going to end badly. Anybody looking for their kid in an apocalyptic story is just asking for trouble. Okay, let's head out with that. But yeah, and so there's also just like a big heavy gun that is loaded in a different way. That would involve a lot more animation work. And right now, animations are one of the things that is toughest for us to add to the game for a variety of reasons. And so between the fact that LMGs are just not the most useful guns in our game and the fact that they would be sort of an outsized amount of effort to add, those two factors together make us unlikely to prioritize them over other things. Wait, there's a hostile enclave here? Oh, that's not what I signed up for. A nightmare hostile enclave? And I've only got a little bit of heals. Oh, what the? Screw this! Bill! Bill, you are on your own. No! I'm sorry, this is not the lion's share. This is salt of the earth. I'm not trying to get my people killed. Oh, I feel so bad though. Bill, can I really leave Bill by himself? I mean, I guess, okay. The guys with the guns don't seem to be on my side. I think Bill is distracting the gun people. Maybe this guy seems to be coming after me with a melee weapon. Okay, I got one. Maybe I can build this. I've got no heals either. Like, this is highly dangerous. But I do have a Stormbringer. Stormbringer, is that what it's called? Stormbringer. I do have a Stormbringer. And that is the best gun. So maybe this is fine? I don't know. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, got her on the ground. Okay, just one left. Problem is, I don't know which one is Bill. One of these people is Bill. They're in the dark. Okay, good. I chose the right one. I mean, there isn't friendly fire. So I couldn't have shot Bill if I tried, but still. Oh, get off me, zombie. It's funny that I just completely forgot what this mission was, and I was not anticipating a hostile enclave.
I can't believe this is happening.
So yeah, kids died, unfortunately. But we got chocolates out of the deal, so, you know, it's all okay. All right, how safe am I right now? Can I take it? Can I take the risk of looking back at the chat here? Okay, so La Coalición is saying that I'm not sure how the subject came up, the subject of different languages. La Coalición is a Spanish-speaking State of Decay video creator, and he's pointing out that he feels like French is a mix of English and Spanish. I think it's almost the opposite. English is a mix of French and German. But because we've got a lot of French in us, it seems like we're just sort of halfway related to all the Romance languages, to Spanish and Portuguese and Italian and Romanian, because we've got so much French DNA in this language. So yeah, English, the sort of original Old English, was very much a Germanic language, and it was a very complicated Germanic language with just lots of weird conjugations and word endings and all kinds of crazy stuff. But then between the French and the Vikings taking over the island of England, or the island of Britain, England's only a part of the island of Britain many, many times, basically they just sort of simplified the language. Like, we're not speaking this garbage to you people. We're going to make you talk differently so that we can understand you. And so English just got way simplified and filled with foreign words. And so that's why you hear so many French words and why our grammar is like kind of weird. Like, oh crap! No. Okay, hold on. Let's see if... All right. That wasn't really what I was hoping would happen. I don't have a repair kit on me. I don't think. I mean, unless there's one in the back of the Jeep. I don't have a repair kit on me. Things happen fast in Nightmare. Okay, so, what do I want to do? I've got an outpost right here. I think I'll run to the outpost because I'm pretty sure this is busted. We're gonna run to the outpost. Is there anything in the trunk? Right, I've just got my materials in the trunk. Let's go get a repair kit and come back and get our Jeep again. Tom O'Bedlam says, well, that went wrong in a hurry. Yeah, no, I agree. So, La Coalición says, I found the most interesting echo weapon to be the E5, to be the S5, because it has so many implications. So I'm pretty sure, if I understand you correctly, Coalición, I'm pretty sure that the S5 is that's the one echo weapon sort of number code that we never used. So I think that the echo weapons are, there's an S1, S2, S3, S4, S6, S7, but there isn't an S5. And that was done deliberately, I believe by either Andy or Brian, deliberately did that to imply that there was a missing weapon, then nobody knows what it is. And so, but it was a full-on J.J. Abrams mystery box where it's like, oh yeah, here's a mystery. No intention to ever satisfy it. No idea what it represents. It's just there because we thought it would be intriguing. Oh, okay. So Coalition is saying that there is an S5. The S5 is the Echo gas grenade launcher. Okay, so maybe I'm misremembering. Is it a different... I thought there was a gap. Am I just remembering? Is there a different gap? Was that not the S5? Because I'm pretty sure there's a gap somewhere, but maybe I'm misremembering what number it was. Well, that's why I read the chat. Because they often know more about my game than I do. Let's see. Let's just grab a couple of these guys, because they're a little cheaper. And now we're going to run back. Oh, wait a minute. Let's also get some heals. I don't want to run around without some heals. And actually, you know what? I should... Where's my heals? Let's just use some cheap heals and then bring some good ones. And yeah, we're probably good. So wait, La Coalition, I'm trying to remember the status of the gas grenade launcher. I'm sorry, like I'm starting to it's weird, like as you work on new stuff on a game, like there's only so much stuff that my brain can contain. And so as we work on new stuff for State of Decay 2, I start to just completely lose track of the older stuff. To the point where it's like I have to have players remind me of things all the time that I haven't had to think about for a while. There are a lot of zombies out here. There are so many zombies. All right. Let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. So, Deadly V2 says, if a car blows up, they feel like there should be a chance to lose items, and they should always be out of gas. You know what? That point about them being out of gas makes perfect sense. That absolutely, it is weird that when we blow up a car... Why did I just accidentally use health? Oh, right, because I was going to jump over something, and in Dying Light 2, RB is the jump button. Oh, this is just going to kill me. I'm just going to be failing at things in State of Decay 2 again and again and again by using Dying Light 2 controls. See, I'm pretty sure this suppressed weapon is not 100% silent. Oh, is that what it was, Coalition? So Coalition is saying that actually, and this makes sense, that the gas grenade launcher, because it was part of the Zed Hunter pack, the Zed Hunter update, which was like, I think, update 4? It's like one of our very early updates. Because it was a part of that update, it was in before Heartland, and actually predates a lot of the other Echo weapons. Okay, maybe that's what I was remembering. It's so silly to be like, you know, to be streaming my game publicly and be like clearly, obviously not remembering things that are in my own game. But like I said, this game is huge. There's a lot in it. And, you know, we do a lot of, you know, sort of delegating and giving people a lot of ownership over their work, which means there isn't one person who knows every single thing about the game. I mean, I think our members of QA are probably among the folks that are likely to know the most. Them and, say, Joe Swarner are likely to know the most. But even they have, you know, have gaps. As each of them as individuals have gaps in their knowledge and in their memories of you know, what's in the game. We're all constantly, like very frequently people will post messages in Slack saying, hey, wait a minute, somebody remind me how this is supposed to work in the game. And then people will chime in and like half the people won't remember either. And then somebody will show up and say, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. And they'll be like, oh, okay, great. And we'll run with it. But yeah, it's sort of, we're maintaining a collective memory, not an individual memory of how our game works. Oh, hey, Lily's Apple just subscribed. Thank you, Lily's Apple. I really appreciate that. Oh, but anyway, so Deadly V2. So yeah, I agree with you. It makes perfect sense for a car to be out of gas when it explodes. It's kind of weird that it's not. But when it comes to losing items, I think that would be, given that their, you know, items have vastly different sort of rarities and value, I imagine that there are players for whom it would be a shelf moment. If there was an item they were really excited about, they brought it home, then 3 ferals jumped on their car, and then they lost that item and had no idea how they were ever going to get it back. There are people who would just stop playing the game at that point, put it down, and never get it back. So, given that is probably the predictable result, I think would be unlikely to ever start taking away items from players in that under those circumstances, especially because, you know, our player community has gotten so used to it working the other way, it would feel kind of capricious and arbitrary for us to start taking things away from them under conditions where we used to not. If we ever implemented, you know, something that would let people manually customize their difficulty or the rules of the game, I could see us implementing it then so that a player could clearly opt in, like so that you could turn that feature on if you wanted it, but that everybody wouldn't be saddled with it. I could see that being an option that could work if we ever go there. But doing it as just sort of a general change to the game seems fraught with peril. So yeah, I remember having a conversation where like I was again questioning my own sanity because I said that that suppressors, were not perfectly silent in Nightmare, and somebody's like, no, they're still perfectly silent. I'm pretty sure that we're proving this episode that they're not. I've even got, I think, an advanced, though actually, okay. So I think what I was saying was that different suppressors had different amounts of silencing. And that might still be true, I'm not sure. But we're definitely seeing that at least at different difficulty levels, suppressors have increasing or decreasing value. Because I've been attracting all kinds of zombies to my position by firing this heavily suppressed Stormbringer. All right, let's see. So I should probably grab another repair kit because I've already managed to screw up the Jeep again, and I should probably also grab some more bullets. So let's do that real fast. No, wait, wait, is this? Oh, wait a minute. Right, I forgot. I claimed this outpost in a different map. I'm sorry, in a different save. When I was in Trouble Valley with the Lion's Share, this was an outpost, but it's not. In Salt of the Earth, the outpost is further down the street. So let's go find the outpost, because I do want to grab myself some more stuff. Is that a horde? It is a horde. Okay, hold on. So I should not use my car to destroy this horde, of course, unless I am about to grab a repair kit. So maybe that's fine actually, especially if I do it with the butt end of my car. Though, man, it is hard. It is hard to, like, intuitively steer a car when you're trying to hit things with the butt. There we go. 3 out of 15 hordes killed. And since we've got... It might be a little early to refuel the Vagabond, but since we do have that that bounty, let's use a gas can. So Magic Man is actually really curious. Like, what actually determines what causes the helmet of a helmeted zombie to fly off? Is it just random? Is it based on weapon impact? So somebody was asking me that earlier, whether or not weapon impact, whether like the heaviness of the strength of the weapon had an impact. And I honestly couldn't remember. So I can't actually tell you for certain how it works because it's been so long since I had to know. And so I'm going to hesitate to tell you something that might be untrue. So if it works, so the way that the zombies dying works is they don't have health. Zombies in our game, so Juggernauts have health and Plague Hearts have health, but regular zombies do not have health. Instead, what they have is an increasing chance of death each time you hit them. And so that means that you can hit a zombie and it will die on the first strike sometimes. But sometimes you have to hit a zombie a whole bunch before you'll kill it, and you just don't know. And we're like deliberately sort of leaning on that uncertainty. Like we want you to not be sure how many hits it takes to kill a zombie because that sort of supports the a little bit of the horror angle that the game has. You know, like you want to feel just a little bit powerless, and the enemies to feel a little bit unpredictable. So you can't just make sort of, a machine out of the process of killing zombies. There's always some uncertainty there, or you have to be like clever and thoughtful if you want to overcome the uncertainty and kill them in reliable ways. And so like weapons that, for instance, have higher lethality, what that means is they raise the chance of killing the zombie on each hit compared to a normal weapon. And so you're more likely to get an instant kill with each hit with a more lethal weapon, usually blades, than you are with a blunter weapon, which tend to have lower lethality. Is that what we call it? Let me double check here. Yes, lethality. So you can see the lethality thing. It's impact, dismember, lethality. Blunt weapons like this hammer have medium to low lethality, whereas if I had a blade, it would have fairly high lethality. So that's how zombie health works. And so I'm imagining, like if I had to guess, I would imagine that the helmets probably work the same way. There probably is a chance of knocking the helmet off each time you hit the zombie, and the chance starts very low and it goes up with each hit. And that certain weapons, like maybe it's based on the weapon's impact, certain weapons might be faster at knocking the helmet off than other weapons. But I can't promise you that that's the case, because my memory on that is not extremely clear. I'm betting that there's a YouTuber out there somewhere who knows the answer, or at least could do experimentation to find it. Oh, actually, okay. La Coalition actually knows something about that. I've when I said I bet there's a YouTuber out there that knows, apparently so. La Coalition has done some experiments with this. So listen to La Coalition about it and go check out their YouTube channel, particularly if you speak Spanish. So, Quintarius Quincy says, I throw armored zombies into cars, and that knocks their helmets off instantly. That's interesting. I had no idea that was an effect of throwing them into cars. It's funny, like, one of the reasons I stream with you folks is so that I can learn things about my game that I didn't know. Because so many of you know things that I don't know. Because, I mean, part of my job has been to, I'm intimately familiar with the specific systems that I worked on during development. And then as sort of, the design director on the project, it's been my my responsibility to really understand sort of the broad strokes of the game, the sort of the themes that we're going after, the standards we're trying to adhere to, the overall player experience we're trying to create. But neither of those means that I know every detail about every system. Like I know all about how the trait system works, how the character generation system works. Like that stuff that was my personal responsibility during development. I know that stuff really, really well. I also know how the missions work. I don't know each mission very well, but I know how the mission system works overall. And the missions that I worked on, I usually know more about than other missions. But when it comes to like parts of the game I didn't work on, like the loot system, the damage system, like combat details in general, the facility system, areas of the game where, I had to be vaguely aware of them. And certainly as a design director, I had to, be like aware of them enough to sort of, make sure that we're sticking to our guns with, what the game is supposed to be about. Yeah, I mean, I need to be able to do that, but I've just never needed to be in all of the details of them. And actually, if I tried, I would probably actually end up being a really obnoxious design director. Like if while Lucy was working on facilities, I was just constantly in her business, checking up on what every single facility did. Or like while Larry's working on the loot system, if I was like, verifying every single, like drop chance and every single whatever. Like, I don't even know how the loot system works, and so I can't even describe it accurately, even in the abstract. I would be a very, very annoying director. So I should not do that. That's the thing I should not do. And that means that I'll continue to be at least a little bit ignorant of the game. Oh no, we're out of storage for materials. But we have to deliver them so that we can complete that bounty. So I have. There seems to be a horde down here, but it includes a juggernaut. And wait a minute. What happened? What happened down here? Why are so many of them dead? What is going on? Oh, right, we have a Haven device. I forgot we had a Haven device. Now, here's a question. Do I get credit for the horde being killed if they're killed by the Haven device? I think, was it at 5 until just now? I think it might have been at 5 until just now. So yeah, I think I did get credit for the Haven device. Well, that's cool. Well, hey, we've verified something. That's great. I feel like this has been a useful session because we've all learned things today. I've learned a little bit more about how the game works from you all, and we've together discovered something about how the Haven device works. So That's really nice. We've also made some progress on our bounties, so we've got 6 of the 15 hordes killed. We completed the second objective that we had, and we used some gas cans. Now, let me just check the gas levels in all these cars before we move on. This one's full. Like, if we've got, open space in some of these vehicles, we could just make some progress on the bounty right now. Okay, so the Viking, I could put some in the Viking. I could put some in this Pilato, this Red Talon Pilato. I could definitely put some in the Impaler. Okay, yeah, we can resolve this third bounty right frickin' now. So that'll give us actually a reason to head back to the Bounty Broker in the next episode. So let's do that. Let's grab some gas. Uh-oh. Yavira's got the action hero mission. Now, should we just ignore that mission so that she spawns a bunch of muscle cars all over the place? I think maybe we should. Huh. Interesting. So Magic Man is pointing out that apparently our AI characters will avoid shooting at all if they're approached by an armored zombie, even if they have a weapon that can overcome the armored zombie's helmet. That's an interesting point. So that actually feels worth reporting via the support site, support.stateofdecay.com, because it's a little minor tweak that a programmer could probably make to sort of make them a little bit smarter, and it might be worthwhile. I mean, unless you specifically feel like, actually I like this feature for some reason, and I want to keep it. Great. But all right, let's empty out the stuff this guy does not need, like the ammo that does not fit his guns. And he's getting tired, so let's switch to a different character. Who do we want to be now? Let's go back to Jaden the Millennial. I love this dude. He's great. His stamina is such garbage. He's so awesome. Okay, so let's wrap this up now. And yeah, let me just. Okay, so Spec Ops is saying I definitely should try to collect muscle cars because I did vans last time. The thing is, because the vans in that Ray Santos mission always show up in the same, they always try to spawn in the same place that's right next to a base. It was really, really easy to funnel them into my base. The action hero mission, I don't know where it's trying to spawn the card, so I don't know how quickly that area will spread until it reaches where I am. And I also forgot which mission it is. So I don't know. I don't know as much about that mission to be able to do that effectively, but there we go. So Coalition says, want to do something extremely inefficient? Get 2 of the weapon maintenance benches from the Stay Frosty pack, activate them both at the same time. All of my weapons will be indestructible, but I think that'll probably be expensive. Yeah. So yeah, if I just am really, really annoyed by the prospect of a weapon ever breaking, that sounds like a good idea, but I'm probably not going to worry about that too much. All right, yeah, let's wrap this up. So here's a subscribe button, and the next time we play with these folks, I will stick a link right there.